In the vast landscape of rock guitarists, there are those who simply play well, and then there are those who redefine the instrument. John Sykes is undoubtedly one of the latter. With his lightning-fast playing, soaring melodies, and distinctive tone, Sykes has left an indelible mark on the world of hard rock and heavy metal. Today, we delve into the career of this guitar virtuoso, tracing his journey from early beginnings to iconic status, and exploring the complexities of his tumultuous relationship with David Coverdale during the creation of Whitesnake's legendary 1987 album. But first, let's go back to the beginning. Born in Reading, England in 1959, John Sykes' fascination with the guitar began at a young age. Inspired by the bluesy licks of Eric Clapton and the raw power of Jimi Hendrix, he honed his skills on a nylon string guitar, laying the foundation for his future virtuosity. Sykes' professional career took off in the early 1980s when he joined the new wave of British heavy metal band, Tigers of Pan Tang. His fiery playing and charismatic stage presence quickly caught the attention of music fans and industry insiders alike. His time with Tigers of Pan Tang, though relatively brief, showcased his prodigious talent and set the stage for bigger things to come. In 1982, Sykes received an invitation that would change the course of his career, to join the legendary Irish rock band, Thin Lizzy. He stepped into the shoes of the late Gary Moore, bringing his own unique flavor to the band's sound. His energetic playing and melodic solos breathed new life into Thin Lizzy, and his onstage chemistry with frontman Phil Lynott was undeniable. Sykes' tenure with Thin Lizzy, though tragically cut short by Lynott's untimely death in 1986, cemented his reputation as a rising star in the hard rock scene. It was during this time that he caught the eye of another rock icon, David Coverdale of Whitesnake. In 1984, Sykes joined Whitesnake, initially as a replacement for Mickey Moody. His collaboration with Coverdale would prove to be a turning point for both the band and Sykes himself. Over the next 2 years, Sykes' bluesy, hard-rocking style perfectly complemented Coverdale's vocals, and his songwriting contributions helped shape some of the band's most iconic tracks. However, the creation of the 1987 self-titled Whitesnake album was fraught with challenges and conflicts. The band was under pressure to deliver a hit record, and tensions were running high. Drummer Cozy Powell left before the album was finished, and Coverdale himself faced a debilitating sinus infection that delayed recording for months. During this tumultuous period, a rift developed between Coverdale and Sykes. Sykes, eager to capture a specific guitar sound, began working with renowned producer Bob Rock. Coverdale, feeling sidelined and frustrated by the delays, grew increasingly suspicious of Sykes' intentions. The situation escalated, with both musicians accusing the other of unprofessional behavior and undermining the band's progress. Sykes claimed Coverdale was using his illness as an excuse to avoid recording vocals, while Coverdale felt that Sykes was attempting to take control of the project and even replace him as the band's frontman. In recent interviews, Coverdale has acknowledged the creative magic between him and Sykes, but maintains that their personal differences were insurmountable. He recalls a particularly tense moment when Sykes allegedly tried to fire him from his own band, a move that solidified the breakdown of their relationship. Sykes, on the other hand, has expressed bitterness over his dismissal from Whitesnake, claiming that Coverdale never directly communicated his decision and that he was blindsided by the news. He also disputes Coverdale's claims of having written the majority of the album's guitar parts, asserting his own significant contributions to the songwriting process. Adding another layer to this complex story is the fact that the 1987 Whitesnake album underwent a remix shortly after its initial release. Coverdale, unhappy with the original mix, brought in new musicians, including guitarist Adrian Vandenberg, to re-record some parts. This further fueled the controversy surrounding Sykes' involvement and contribution to the album. The tension between Coverdale and Sykes reached a boiling point when Sykes, having learned of his dismissal while in the UK, flew to the US to confront Coverdale in the studio. Adrian Vandenberg, who was present at the time, confirmed this heated confrontation in a 2021 interview, describing it as a historic event and a difficult situation.
I was in the back of the studio working on a 4-track cassette deck to figure out a new guitar arrangement when when there was a lot of noise in the control room, and that was John Sykes and David arguing about the fact that John didn't really accept not being in Whitesnake anymore. So that was quite an
Wow, so you were
pivotal,
this is crazy. Wait, so you were there when they actually broke up?
Well, yeah. Apparently, David let John Sykes. John Sykes was in England at the time, apparently, and David let John know that he thought their cooperation didn't work anymore, and apparently John Sykes didn't accept it, and he flew to United States to the studio where we were in at the time, Keith Olsen's Good Night LA studio. So I was working in the back room when John Sykes and David were arguing about
Oh my gosh!
whether or not, or yeah, that was quite a historic event, especially looking at it afterwards, because at that particular moment, nobody could have predicted the immense success of that record. So,
In recent years, Coverdale has expressed a desire to mend fences with Sykes, even attempting to reach out to him about potential collaborations.
Well, the circumstances, there were attempts to engage, which were just, and I think you can speak as well, because
Yeah.
I'd asked you to insert yourself at times, and nothing came back. So my feeling is I move on. I don't dwell on stuff. Oh my God, I've told you, I'm like the Edith Piaf of rock. I have no regrets, particularly after, attempted. There was a couple of people, not only professionally, but privately, weren't interested in burying whatever hatchet was there. So once I've done that, once you've made that attempt, you're fine. Your karma book's clean. So it's sad, but I move on. I'm very blessed in my life. I have no place for regret, haters, negators.
However, Sykes has reportedly not reciprocated these overtures, indicating that the wounds from their past conflicts may still be too deep to heal. Despite the lingering animosity and the remix controversy, the 1987 Whitesnake album remains a testament to the undeniable musical chemistry between Coverdale and Sykes. It's a bittersweet reminder of what could have been had their personal relationship not soured. Interestingly, Coverdale himself now favors a hybrid version of the album, released in 2019, which combines elements of both the original and remixed versions. Undeterred, Sykes channeled his creative energy into his own band, Blue Murder, formed in 1989. The band also featured Tony Franklin on bass and Carmine Appice on drums, creating a powerhouse trio. Blue Murder showcased Sykes' full range of talents as a guitarist, vocalist, and songwriter. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1989, was a critical and commercial success, featuring powerful vocals, soaring guitar solos, and infectious hooks. Songs like Jelly Roll and Valley of the Kings became instant classics, showcasing Sykes' ability to blend bluesy rock with a modern edge. While Blue Murder achieved a dedicated following and released 2 more studio albums, the band faced challenges in the ever-changing music landscape of the 1990s. Grunge and alternative rock were on the rise, and the commercial appeal of blues-based hard rock was waning. In the years that followed, Sykes embarked on a solo career, releasing several albums that further showcased his versatility and songwriting prowess. He also collaborated with other artists and continued to perform live, captivating audiences with his electrifying guitar skills. Throughout his career, John Sykes has remained a true guitar hero, inspiring countless aspiring musicians with his technical brilliance and passionate playing. His influence can be heard in the work of numerous guitarists across various genres, and his legacy as one of rock's most gifted players is undeniable. Though he may not be as widely recognized as some of his contemporaries, John Sykes' contributions to rock music are undeniable. His distinctive style, powerful playing, and melodic sensibility have earned him a place among the guitar greats. And as long as there are guitars to be played and rock anthems to be sung, the legend of John Sykes will continue to inspire and captivate music fans for generations to come. So, now it's over to you, Rock Rebels. Head over to our viewer poll now and let us know what your favorite John Sykes era is. Was it Tigers of Pan Tang, Thin Lizzy, Whitesnake, or Blue Murder? Also, leave us a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rock and roll content. Until next time, fellow rock rebels, keep the music loud and the solos soaring. and live life loud.